Hey buddy, is it too warm outside for you too? Well, today is Saturday and holy shit, it's hot out. I mean, for me, 30 degrees is hot. For you Americans, this weather's just normal every day for you guys. Probably a little cool, but for us Northern Canada, some people like this weather. I find it's a little bit too warm, but each to their own. Earlier today I replaced the marker lamps and DRLs on my Jetta because they're burnt out. That seems to be a common issue with these cars. So those are done, and right now I'm just working on the 57 Chevy because all my projects are done. There's going to be a few more projects like on the Jeep and on the Jetta. Some projects are going to start, but nothing too major. Most major projects are done. So right now, just getting the car prepped. And what I'm doing is I put some paint remover on there. I'm going to start stripping the paint off the pillar and stuff. And then start working on the floor pans and getting everything ready to start moving along with this, because this project's been delayed for a while and I would like to get the floor and everything else, providing that I don't get too busy doing other things before winter time. So it gives me at least 3 months. But if I spend all my weekends out in the bush and doing camping, that's going to be a little bit of a problem, but we'll see. We'll just keep plugging away and see where it takes us. Done pissing around. Here's the spots I removed the paint from. Does a pretty good job. Still got some things left to clean up, even with this pillar here. Still got some things to clean up. It took it right down to the bare metal. We use this shit at my work. It works great. You might have to put like a couple coats on it and then scrape it off, but it does wonders. Sandblasting or something else would probably be a whole lot better, but I got some shit in my beard. But unfortunately, I just don't want to deal with the mess. I said that before, and some other people said there's some dustless media blasting or some other kind of shit that does media removal. I haven't really looked too much into it. I don't want to spend a lot of money into buying something like that either, because I'm really only going to use it on this project, and that's going to be it. But fuck, that's it for my Saturday. I pissed around, hotter than fuck outside. I'm going to go inside and shower and have a nice cold beer. Alright, today is Saturday and I'm just waiting for Aubrey to come over because we're going to head out going biking in Bragg Creek. I'm going to take him out to the secret waterfalls if they're still around. I'm not sure. I haven't been out there since it had flooded a few years ago. So that's what's going to happen there. But first, like the FedEx man came or woman and dropped off my Ross Tech Vacom for the Volkswagen. So this is the one I got. It only has room for 10 VINs. I doubt I'll even use that up, but if I ever need to for whatever reason, I can upgrade. And then just get my biking gear ready to head out to the mountains. Perfect, we just got to the parking lot and got our bikes unloaded, so now we're just gonna head out. And hopefully the bridge, we're able to cross it, because we need to get across the bridge to go to the secret waterfalls. So fucking let's head out. Haven't been out here for a few years, so I'll take you guys with me so we can check this out. The bridge that's behind me. There are some hiking trails in this area, but the trail we're going on is for the overnight camping to Kananaskis, and that's where the secret falls are. So let's get fucking loaded up. What I'm standing is used to be a creek, but during the Great Flood it just created a bunch of havoc. You can see the rusted rocks where a little bit of the stream left, and we gotta head her down that way where Aubrey is. Can't remember, maybe 5 kilometers, maybe 10 kilometers, I don't know yet. We just gotta remember where these secret falls are. I can't really remember, but when I'm out I'm gonna GPS mark them so I know for next time. This is the only clue I'm giving you to where the hidden falls were. Aubrey's going that way, but we gotta go this way. As we come up the path, well, there's no path, you gotta make your own way up. And right now we're just going to cut across here and continue up to what may be the falls. If they're still here or not, we're not sure. Here we are, probably about half a kilometer away. They survived the flood. You can see all the carnage down below. But we're gonna get up there closer and see if we can still go behind them. Looks like we can. Oh yeah, we made it. There's the falls in reference to Aubrey. Gotta chill the beer. Oh yeah, that's what I'm fucking talking about. The things you don't see sitting around on your ass inside. You gotta go out and fucking explore. Fucking rights. Motherfucking beer time. Not talk for beer. Motherfucking beer time. Let's go. Alright, we just got back to the parking lot and got the bikes all loaded up, getting ready to head her back to town. Clouds are looking pretty dark, so they said there's supposed to be thunder showers coming, so we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping the storm will miss us because in the middle part of the city, northern part of the city, they're getting hammered by hail really bad right now. So I'm in the deep south. I'm hoping that the fucking storm will bypass us, but I don't know. We'll see. It's fucking looking pretty black. Alright, today I'm just pissing around with the Jeep. I got the cable plugged into the split-second tuner there. I just got it on my laptop and I'm going over some of the fuel mapping because I'd like to lean it out a little bit, because when I'm boosting, my fuel to air ratio is like 10.0. I'd like to lean it out to about 12, high 11s, and see how it will perform. But I need to see, gonna have to take it for a drive and record the values and see where it's running at, and then go from there where to make adjustments. But I'm just kind of pissing around right now. I just made some changes in the split-second tuner. I changed it from 3 cylinders 2-stroke to 6 cylinders 4-stroke, and that's going to cut the amount of fuel from the 7th injector by half. So I'm going to take this out for a spin and going to see how that's going to perform. If it's going to make any changes that are positive or make it run too lean, we're going to have to find out and then reprogram it to the original settings. But it's all in the process of learning. I need to recalibrate it and, you know, get the fuel economy up a little bit better, because supercharging with an air fuel ratio, like I said, at like 10.0 is a little too rich. I want to be supercharging at like around high 11s, around 12.4, and see from around there, and live and learn. If the engine blows up, fuck it, who cares? Cheap engines are cheap. Okay, a little while ago I welded this all on the inside. Since I got some time to piss around, we're going to start grinding all these welds smooth and then continue on fixing this project up and cleaning her up a little bit. Still needs some work, but it's coming along nicely. It'll look nice once all those welds are grinded down smooth, and considering that it's not like perfectly square, I'm probably going to go with a box liner spray on it, which will hide a lot of that. But I think in the end it will turn out to be pretty good. I think I got it. Those little flanges where the top piece will bolt on, and once I get everything fixed up, I'll show you what I'm going to do, how to correct all this. I was just working on the floor too, because I haven't worked on the Chevy forever, and this is a project I need to get done within the next couple of years. I know it's hard to say because I haven't been doing fuck all with it, but I got this front brace just kind of bolted and haven't got it welded yet. I think I'm going to cut it off right over here so it'll fit a little bit better there, and then gotta mark these holes and then sand the paint off around there so I can weld it into place. And that front little cowl piece down there goes through there, so I'll put some bolts through there, line her up nice and straight. I have a special tool that's gonna punch some holes in this flange, which is gonna be how I'm gonna weld it in place. And then once that's done, I can start fitting her up, then start cutting that other side out, and then do the wheel well extensions, which means this new floor is going to have to be cut, along with the old wheel wells are going to be cut out, and wheel well extensions are going to be coming in, which will accommodate larger tires for me in the back. And then there's a lot of work, a lot of body work doing this yet, but eventually we'll get it all changed, and we'll take the Jeep out for a spin and see how lean the sucker will run. Then once we get back, hopefully it's not raining, we'll fire up the smoker and we'll start smoking some meats. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go for a ride. See, I'm boosting going up the hill now, and I'm sitting about high 11s, low 12s, where before I'd be at like 10 flat. So I like that a hell of a lot better than running the 10 flat. And I'm holding my speed still. Yeah, I like that a hell of a lot better. Should help improve the fuel economy a lot better too. We'll find out. Alright, I just got back from my test drives. I don't know how well you're going to see in the video because of the LCD or LED display, whatever. That under normal driving conditions, I'm running high 11s, low 12s, which I was trying to achieve, which is good. I also noticed too before, because the injector was dumping so much fuel, if I went into a heavy throttle but not go into open loop, that my air fuel ratio would hit about a 10.0, which isn't right. And then as soon as I backed off my throttle a bit to maintain the speed that I'm at, or whatever have you not, the ECM or PCM of the Jeep would all of a sudden read this condition that was so rich, and it'd lean it way out. Sometimes I could lean it out so far for a few seconds that the air fuel ratio gauges wouldn't even read, or like a 16.9 or something like that, which isn't good, because then all of a sudden you could feel your engine lose lots of power. Then all of a sudden the computer's saying, holy shit, we're too lean, and dump fuel back in. And I noticed after driving it today with making that correction, it's no longer doing that. Like, it may hit lean for like a fraction of a second, then back to normal, where before it'd be like 2-3 seconds, which isn't good, because you could, the wrong situation, you could do some serious damage to your engine. But that being said, I will keep you guys informed on how that's working as far as the tuning goes, and then after I drive it for a while, I'll be able to give you guys an honest answer of the fuel mileage, because right before the fuel economy was really shitty. So if I can get more than, I'm gonna have to take it out on a trip. If I can get around 300 kilometers to a tank, or more than 300 kilometers to a tank, I'll be happy. But I'll have to report on that later once I actually take the Jeep out for a trip. But anyways, I gotta run back to the grocery store and get some shake and bake for chicken I'm gonna have for lunches. Those boneless chicken thighs sure turned out awesome. Holy fuck, are they good. Smoked them for 2 hours at... No, actually smoked about 2 hours and 20 minutes at about 200 degrees. Fuck, they're nice and juicy, and they're good. That's right, motherfucking beer time. I'm gonna end my weekend video there. If you guys have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, thanks for motherfucking watching.